What's up, it's Dr. Predicted, and I'm here to talk about WWE 2K15. The number one question speculating with WWE 2K15 is CM Punk going to be in it? I'm personally a huge CM Punk fan, but as every wrestling fan knows, CM Punk walked out right after the Royal Rumble the following Raw, and he hasn't been back since. The question speculating, will he return? Everybody thought he was going to return at Mania, and he did not. He did not return at all. And what we're considering, maybe he'll be back at Payback, because I hear WWE Payback, which is the pay-per-view, I believe it's right after Extreme Rules, actually. And everybody speculates that he will be back. It is in Chicago, Illinois again this year, so who knows. There's a lot of things speculating with WWE 2K15, and it's just crazy to know that it's coming so fast. It's coming upon us so fast, and actually, believe it or not, it has been released, it's been leaked. Next generation consoles will have WWE 2K15. So if you have an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, please look forward to that. I'm not a big fan. I don't want the next gen consoles. I kind of feel like it's a waste. If I were to go to a next gen console, I would personally go to PS4, but until they shut down the 360 servers, you'll know where to find me. But there's been some people in the WWE that everybody wants to see in 2K15, including the masterminds themselves, the Wyatt family. Everybody is wondering, how would this look up? How would this actually work? Like, their entrance, just everything. How would they do the taunt with Bray Wyatt to where he does his like, spider walk? There's a lot of things that are going on that everybody wants to know how 2K15 is going to play out. Right? If you remember, 2K14, THQ just sold over the title to 2K Sports. And what's crazy about it is it was still basically a THQ game because none of it was based around 2K. And I heard this year 2K is bringing it up to a different level and they're doing their own things, like as you've seen in like NBA, Borderlands, all that kind of stuff. Kind of like 2K is a really great game service to make. Their online is amazing. And I have no hate on WWE 2K14. I really don't. There are some changes I'd like to see. If you notice, from SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 till about this one now, 2K14, it's all the same games with just new superstars and new modes, and I want to see something different. If you remember back in SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, they had a little thing they did, and it was really neat, where there was the fighting in the crowd, where there was just a bunch of different options you could do. There was story mode, and I personally did not like it when they brought the Road to WrestleMania in. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I felt like the Road to WrestleMania was kind of stupid because they didn't give you guys you wanted to play with. They'd give you John Cena, they'd give you like Randy Orton, they never did like a Jeff Hardy, they never did a CM Punk. If they're doing a Road to WrestleMania, I want to be the underdog and I want to get to the top. Like say, if they brought a Road to WrestleMania back, I'd like to see them bring one in with Daniel Bryan. I think that would be simply amazing. It'd be best for business, as the authority, quote-unquote, says. And I could just see bigger things coming out of it, to be honest with you guys. Another thing I think that they need to add, I think they need to add it to where you can walk backstage again. Kind of like, I don't remember if you guys remember in SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. You could walk up the ramp, you could climb the Titantron, which was really cool. You could walk out of the arena and actually walk into the back and just walk all around, and you could actually maneuver vehicles. I don't think they're ever going to do something like that again, but if 2K could pull it out, I think it would be just amazing for the WWE community. I just think it'd be great. Another thing, I'd like to see them bring in, I'd like to bring in all the NXT guys. It doesn't necessarily have to be a DLC, but like how they have the things where it says like, WWE downloaded superstars, legends, all that. I think they should bring in NXT guys, because NXT has become a big thing on the shelf, and it's pretty much opened, like, windows to everything. Like, let's see, Adrian Neville, Bo Dallas, Sami Zayn, just, the list goes on, Corey Graves, The Ascension. NXT is a great program. Honestly, I like sitting through NXT more than I like sitting through SmackDown. I have an issue against SmackDown. I used to love SmackDown in the past when it was brand versus brand, and I'd really like to see them bring that back, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. But if I could, honestly, I would like to see them bring back brand versus brand, because if you remember, every Friday night when back in like 2007, 2006, if you guys remember that, you guys would automatically go to Channel 9 and you would watch SmackDown every Friday night and be so friggin' pumped for it when the Great Khali would come out and have that Punjabi, like they'd have the promos for the Punjabi prison with Batista, when Mark Henry would come out and rip cage doors off, when SmackDown used to be a really big thing, and now it's just an underdog show. It's kind of like Superstars, kind of like Main Event. I don't hate on those shows, they're very good. I don't see a lot of potential in the shows. Like, Raw is just the major now. And I think if they brought back brand versus brand, I don't know how they do it. Honestly, if you want my opinion, I know the titles are unified right now, but if you remember back when they were unified back in the day, they made it into one belt called the WWE Undisputed Championship. And something tells me that this united title thing isn't going to last long. I feel like later on they're going to break it up. And I don't know, I just don't see anything big really going on with that. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Other things I see, like, that I might want in WWE 2K15, I want 2 announce tables. I know it sounds stupid, an announce table, so what? It's nothing big, it's just an announce table. But there's a lot of memes on the internet where people make fun of the Spanish announce table because it's always getting destroyed at every pay-per-view. I think they need to add that. I think they need to add a little bit better oh my god moments. Like, I want oh my god moments to where if I'm playing online, it literally makes the person say, oh my god. Like, to me, an oh my god moment is Jeff Hardy swanton bombing Randy Orton off of the big-scaled Titantron back in, like, 2008. I don't know if you guys remember that. I was a big Jeff Hardy guy, and I remember that completely. Another oh my god moment, I'd say, would be where in ECW, when they had all those stacked tables, and I can't really remember the match to the greatest knowledge of me, but if you remember, that guy fell through every table on the way down, and just, I think the oh my god thing originated with Joey Styles, how he would always do that weird oh my god thing. That was just the greatest. And honestly, another thing, I know it would be kind of dumb, but I'd like to see it to where if they'd bring back General Manager mode. General Manager mode was a big thing to me. I loved it. I loved when you could actually sign them onto a 3-month, a 6-month, a 12-month deal, a superstar onto your show, make it big. And honestly, another thing I'd like to see them bring in is Hall of Fame. I know a lot of people don't like the Hall of Fame. It's kind of boring, I understand. But how cool would it be to just straight up just have your own Hall of Fame induction and actually have the people say speeches? And I just think it'd be really neat. And a lot of people probably wouldn't. Another thing, I think they need to make their online a little bit better. I think you should be able to do custom music online to where people can hear it. I don't know if they could ever do something like that, or just better preset music. Like, I'm not gonna go on a limb here and say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The preset music kinda sucks. Not the superstar music, just the random music in general, the labeled titles like Brutality, Extreme Brutality, Remix, you know? I just don't like it. I think the music is just kind of dead to me. I'd also like them to make cool entrances. Like, if, say, like, Undertaker, like, this year at WrestleMania, yes, Undertaker, granted, he got his streak beat by Brock Lesnar. I'm not going to cram it down your throats, I'm not Paul Heyman. But if you remember that entrance, it had people like, holy shit. Same with Triple H, how he had that WrestleMania entrance. I think if you're playing online, you should be able to have these WrestleMania entrances. Like, it's automatically like a preset. Like, on WrestleMania, it just, like, there's just a random ones with superstars, and it just randomly selects one of them. Just to kind of give it more of that feel, I think they need to make, if you want to know my opinion, I think they need to change up the graphics a bit. Honestly, I like WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007's graphics better than WWE 2K14's. I know I may be crazy for saying it. I know that it's a lot different, and that was back in the day, and this is now. But if they could do those kind of graphics back in the day, what makes them not able to do it now? That's just my complete opinion on it. Like, I just loved SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. It was just the greatest, you know, customizing a locker room, doing just a lot of things. It just had everybody in an awe, and it was just amazing. Well, guys, you tell me what your thoughts are on WWE 2K15. Go ahead and comment below, guys, and you guys have a great time. This is Doctor.